Guess what? Anthropic just built an AI that does not trust its own answers. So it checks them and then sends in a second AI whose only job is to try and prove the first one wrong. And if that sounds like a strange thing to be excited about, stick with me for 2 minutes because this solves the single biggest worry people have about using AI in a real business. Let me start with that worry because I hear it constantly. People tell me, Gina, I do not trust AI because what if it just makes something up and says it with total confidence? And you know what? That is a completely fair concern. It has been the real problem with this technology. AI that sounds sure of itself, but is quietly wrong. For a business, that is not a small thing. A confidently wrong answer in a quote, a contract, a set of numbers that can cost you. So here is what Anthropic, the company behind Claude, just did about it. They built something where the AI does not just give you an answer and call it a day. It takes on a big task, works through the whole thing, and then it goes back and independently verifies its own findings one by one. And here is the part that genuinely impressed me. It can put what they call adversarial agents to work. These are separate AIs whose entire purpose is to attack the result, to actively try to break it and find the holes before any of it ever reaches your eyes. So instead of one AI confidently handing you maybe right work, you have got a whole little team. One doing the work, one checking it, and one trying to tear it apart to make sure it holds up. It is the difference between a guy who swears he is right and a team that pressure tested the answer before they showed it to you. Now, here is the other piece of this week's news, and it is the engine underneath all of it. Anthropic released a brand new model called Fable, and Fable is a big deal. It is the most powerful model the company has ever released to the general public. This thing came out of their most advanced and most tightly controlled line of technology, the kind of capability they were genuinely careful about releasing. They spent months building in safety guardrails before they would let the public use it. And they openly say its abilities go beyond anything they have ever made widely available. Anthropic even says Fable outperforms their previous best model on everyday business work. And it gets there faster, finishing the same tasks roughly a quarter to a third quicker. So put it together. You have the most capable AI Anthropic has ever handed the public. And you have a way of working where that AI checks itself, verifies itself, and actively tries to catch its own mistakes before you ever see them. For a business owner, that is the combination that changes the trust equation. It is not about blind faith in a machine anymore. It is about a system built to catch its own errors. And let me be honest with you, the way I always am, because that is the only way I do this. No system is perfect, and you still want a human in the loop on anything that really matters. AI that checks itself is a massive step forward, but it is not a reason to stop paying attention. The smart move is to use these tools where they shine and keep your judgment in the seat for the big calls. That is not me being cautious for the sake of it. That is just how you use powerful tools. Well, but the direction here is genuinely exciting, and it is exactly what I started this channel to show you. The thing holding a lot of business owners back from AI has been trust. And this week, the technology took a real run at fixing that. If you are sitting there thinking this sounds great, but also sounds complicated, that is the whole point of what we do. At Coastal Solutions Media, helping low-country businesses bring the right AI tools in the right way, safely, and smartly is our everyday work. You do not have to untangle all of this yourself. You just need the right people beside you. So follow along. I will keep breaking down what is real, what matters, and what to actually do about it in plain English before everybody else catches on. Because this is moving fast and I want you ahead of it.